Welcome to ATBTV here live from Darwin on Friday afternoon, and I'm here with Jason Manning and Mr. Phil Britton. I'm going to start with Phil Britton today and talk about the racing that we've had through the week. Phil's got a small share in Dandino, and I'm sure after watching last week's broadcast with Brian Johnson, this will be a much better production, Phil, so the pressure's on. Last Saturday, I was lucky enough to go to Ascot to watch Dandino perform. Can you tell people just a little bit about how it felt to have a horse running at Royal Ascot?
Absolutely fantastic, Darren. Second horse that I've had running at Ascot in the Hardwick Stakes, and it's just an excellent meeting. What you see on TV is only a third of what it is like to be there, as you do yourself. It's just fantastic. It's really the heart of racing, I suppose, around the world.
And what do you think of the horse's run?
Under the circumstances, I thought it was an exceptionally good run. Very unlucky with the interference it copped with the horse that went down and the jockey went over the rail. And look, a superb run, really.
Will you go to America to watch him run at Arlington?
I'd have to check my calendar and my wife for that one. And
what about Caulfield Melbourne Cup?
Definitely go to the Melbourne Cup. Caulfield Cup, look, I think that's probably going to be its best go, I think, isn't it, Darren?
Caulfield Cup, he's certainly a Caulfield Cup horse. I think he's right in that race. I'm not sure about the Melbourne Cup yet, but we'll figure that out later on. Another winner during the week, or last week, Lucky on Barefoot. It was good to see him get over the line, and Matty Williams has done a great job with him. He
has, and the young kid rode a superb ride. I thought he hit the line very strongly, rode him really well.
And he's in Sunday at Warrnambool. What do you think?
I think it's a fairly good field, and he should go all right again. We've got Dean Yendall on this time, so another jockey on the horse, but Dean knows the horse. He's won a couple on it, and he's a good ride of a horse that's just dropped down in the weights that Lucky had been carrying. Probably
one of the best riders going around at Warrnambool. He'll either ride it really well and win, or he'll ride it bad and we'll criticise him. That's Dean Yendall for you. Fantastic. Congratulations to the owners there. He was a very good winner at Werribee on Tuesday after being transferred across to Mick Kent's yard, and ran really well first up and just did a super job for us. And he'll be off to town now, so we'll stick with Fantastic. Mumboley Phil was a bit unlucky at Sandown, probably should have won.
Very unlucky, Darren. I really fell for you guys. It went down by a lip virtually, and it seems to happen a little bit there. At Sandown, I know, I think it was Fatoussi a few years ago, went down by a similar margin, and they thought Fatoussi had won, but unfortunately it didn't. But look, the horse is showing a good lot of ability, so I think it's only around the corner.
Lucky Line, did you see him go around in Singapore?
No, I missed that one, Darren. I was out of my boat, but apparently it was a very good run for third.
Yeah, he drew 16 and they went to the front. It was a super run. Only got run down the last 50, and I think a couple of wins are very close for Lucky Line. On Sunday as well, we've got our Gaglio, which he got a share in. He must have been delighted with his first up run at Swan Hill a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, very good run, considering it was a leader's track and the rail was off. He come around the turn and straightened up, and we all thought, geez, look out. But he probably needed the run. He got a bit more distance to cover, but exceptionally good run under the circumstances.
My personal thought is he's drawn wide this week, and he'll probably need this run, but I think everyone will be happy and he'll be ready to win after it. The other runner down there on Sunday is Naughty Nights, King of Roses filly. Hasn't shown a lot yet, but Jared's still confident she's going to put a couple together, so we'll just take her on trust. Phil, thanks for joining ATB.
Not a problem. Thanks, Darren. Thanks for having me.
You can go back to the bar now. Jason Manning, our Darwin trainer, here to talk about More Bubbly, who's just been setting Darwin on fire over the last month.
Yeah, she's a filly or a mare that's come up here and excelled. She's pretty exciting. We went to Adelaide River pretty confident. She won by a splendid, just a small margin. And then she stepped up a couple of weeks ago and put them away and won by 4.5. She's in tomorrow. Mate, she's trained on fantastic. She's a pretty exciting mare because you go track work. I haven't put a saddle on a horse that's worked like her for a long time. And she's able to produce at race day. Tomorrow's a step up in class, but I think she'll be thereabouts.
You must be really confident because you forced me to change my flight from Singapore to Melbourne to Singapore to Darwin.
Yeah, I think the Singapore slings helped when you said you're in Singapore, and I thought, it's a good idea. It's only 3 hours away, defrost from Royal Ascot. come to this beautiful weather in Darwin. And we've got a big day tomorrow. More Bubbly, and Rochester has been performing really well.
Yeah, Rochester's the other horse I want to talk about. He's been a good little horse for us, good little money spinner, and he gets his chance tomorrow again. It's a tough field though.
It's probably the toughest 76 and below race you'll see anywhere in the country, really. If you go through the form, there's 6 starters, and I think between them they've won about 12, 15 races in their last 5 starts, the field. He's been going great. He hasn't missed a place his preparation with a win. And, you know, I give him a chance. He always puts in, and he's an honest little horse.
We're only 5 weeks out from the big Darwin Cup. We've got a few things organised up here for Darwin Cup weekend. We've got the boat cruise on the Friday night, stable breakfast, and a big day of the races.
Yeah, Friday night before Palmerston Sprint Day, we had a great night last year. Everyone really enjoyed themselves, so hopefully we can do the same again. Sunday morning last year we had about 100 people, and it was fantastic. And then Cup Day in our marquee in our area on the race day, and this year we'll have quite a few runners, so it should be good.
Tomorrow you got 5 in, More Bubbly your best?
I think so. You know, we've got a 2-year-old having her first ever start. Rocky, More Bubbly, Selkirk's in the mile race, second up. He excels at the mile, so yeah, have something on him, all up More Bubbly in the last.
Thanks for being on ATB. Good luck tomorrow.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah, so there you go, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't booked for Darwin Cup, please get on to Jason or myself pretty soon, because that boat will fill up and be a sellout. Also, the owners' marquee on Darwin Cup Day, it's filling up fast. There's only about 30 tickets in total, so if you want to come along and enjoy a great day, if you haven't made contact with us, you need to do so in the next week. Until next week, I'm Darren Dance. Cheers.